Hi, my name's Garvey Campbell and I'm a member of the Bknect team, and welcome to another Bknect tutorial. This tutorial is going to be a brief breakdown of all of the things that you can do on the marketplace if you have your business on our system. So what I'm going to do is take you through our business dashboard, and then we'll break down each of the modules that are available to you. So the first thing that you do is highlight your user ID and then click on dashboard, and this will open up your dashboard. So one of the first things that you'll see near the top of the screen here is a section titled Business Listings, Special Offers and Events. Now these sections at a glance let you know how many business listings you have, how many special offers you have, and how many events you have on the system. So you can see that each of these has a 0 beneath them because at the moment we've not added any businesses, any special offers or events at the moment. So what I'm going to do now is take you through all of the options you have on the left, and this won't be in depth. This will just be a brief overview of each of the options you can see and what each one does, so you can see how you can use them. So if I click on business, you'll see that there are a number of options that appear in a drop-down menu. And if I click on listings, I can actually click on the button in the center that says add new listing to actually create my first business listing. And when I do that, I'll be able to enter all of the details into the system so that my business can be shown on the front end of the Bknect Marketplace. However, as I mentioned, we're not going to go into too much detail in this tutorial, because there'll be another tutorial where we go through each of these options in greater detail so you can see how to use each of them step by step. So now, if I click on services, you'll see that we don't have any services set up at the moment. However, under services, we can actually add a new business service. So that business service could be anything, such as providing some type of appointments, whether you're in the business of car repairs or maybe a hair shop or a mobile barber. You could be a business that provides consultancy. And what you'll be able to do is you can set the system up to specify when that service is available to customers. So for example, you might want to make your service available from 10 AM to 1 PM every day, or you can pick and choose whatever days you want to have that service available. Now what the system will do is that the system makes your service available on your profile page, and then what you have the option to do is switch that service off and switch it back on whenever you want. So it gives you complete control over your service and how and when it's available. The Bknect system also handles payments for those appointments. So if you want people to make a booking, they can make a booking and they can make a payment for that booking at the same time without having to go to another website. So this system actually handles payments. Then below we have the tab for service provider. So a service provider is basically anyone who carries out your services on behalf of your business, and this could be anything. So if you're a slightly large company, you may have a department or a particular person who provides a particular service. So for example, it could be a football coach. But if your business provides coaches for different sports, you might have a rugby coach, a tennis coach, and a football coach listed here as service providers. And you can assign each one to their own particular service that they provide by setting up each service and then adding them to those services. And because they're each attached to a specific service, there's no way of getting them mixed up or having a situation where someone might book a rugby coach only to find that on the day it's the tennis coach that turns up. So then you have the service booking section. And the service booking section is quite easy and simple to use. When you click on it, it'll present you with any actual services that anyone has booked and purchased from your business. So for example, you might come here and see a booking for next week Monday, and then another booking for Tuesday, and then another one for the following Wednesday, and it will give you all of the booking information and details. And you'll also be able to see that on this screen you can see bookings for multiple services. However, this will be dependent on the package that you have. So you may have gone for the premium package, which will give you the ability to have 10 or 15 services available, or you may have gone for our basic package, which will give you 5 services. But in the first drop-down menu on this screen, you can actually click on it. So it only shows the services that you want. And what that will do is it will present you with the actual bookings for that service. Then you can also filter your search further by selecting the status of the bookings to see which bookings have been confirmed or if a booking has been cancelled. And finally, on the last drop-down menu, you can filter your booking to see the payment status of each booking. So you can answer questions like, has the booking been paid for? Has the payment for the booking cleared? Is it pending? So the system provides quite a lot of tools to view and manage bookings, and it enables you to be able to contact your customers if there's a problem by using their contact details that they'll have entered on the system. So that's the service booking system. Then next we have the menu/price list. So the menu/price list is different from your services, and what it actually does is it allows you to easily display some standard products or services available to your customers. So for example, if you're a restaurant, you can use this to show a price list or menu for the food that you might have. Or you might be doing food deliveries, and the food that they can select can be listed on your profile using this business tool. So what your customers can do is they can find this area on your business profile and actually see your price list or your menu list. This can be used for products or services, so it works with pretty much anything your business is selling. But there will be a tutorial that we have that takes you through how to use it and how to make the most of it. Now next we have the linked listings. Now the linked listings is not complicated. However, sometimes we've found that people don't quite get their head around what the linked listings is actually for. So linked listings is for businesses to be able to group themselves together. So what that means is that you may be a garage, and the garage deals with engine repairs, car breakdowns and things like that. However, you may want to show that you have a relationship with another business that complements your own business. Or you may want to show that you support or recommend that other business, and that they also recommend you. So this would enable you to link your business. So in this case, it might be a garage that links to another business that maybe does custom bodywork. And if there was another company that does MOTs, you might all be a part of the same group. And this might provide some additional confidence to a first-time buyer or customer of your business or another business. Or if they're doing something that requires them to be a customer of both businesses, it may make the service easier in some way for them depending upon the work that needs to be done. So this shows up on your business profile, and when people go there, people will be able to see that you're affiliated with these other businesses. Other businesses on the Bknect Marketplace can use this to connect their business to yours, and you can connect your own business to theirs. So this really is about creating a community and demonstrating you have good relationships with other businesses that offer a good level of service that's complementary to the business or service that you provide. And what we found is that friends who run slightly different businesses in the same fields often group themselves together, because obviously quite often it's easier to work with people we're familiar with rather than do everything by ourselves. So then we have the messages. So under the message system, you'll be able to view any messages that get sent through to you. So for example, on your profile page, there'll be a button where people can actually send you messages that will actually give you the option to actually read those messages and respond to them. Just bear in mind, each of these sections are going to have their own tutorials where we're going to go through each one in a lot more depth. So the next section is for your reviews. And again, this is very simple to use and understand. So if anybody has written a review about any of your services or about your business, it will show up on the front end. And this is where we can see all of your reviews. And the system will actually email you to let you know that a review has been left. So just like with the message system, if somebody leaves you a review or message, the system will actually send an email to the email address associated with your user details. And it will let you know that you either got a message or one of your customers have left you a review of your business. So this will allow you to respond to them, but it won't allow you to do anything like edit what they've already put down. Next, we have the quote request. Now, the quote request is actually quite an interesting section, because what it allows you to do is it allows you to be able to view any requests that have come through the system. So in order to have an idea of how this works, on the front end of the Bknect Marketplace, there's what's referred to as categories. And those categories describe the names of the types of businesses that visitors might be interested in. So you may be interested in health and beauty, home maintenance, or fashion. And what visitors are able to do is they can make a specific request for a quote for something that they want or a service that they want. So they type out a request for a quote once, and then the system will go out and forward that request to anyone in that category that fits that criteria of the service that the customer is looking for. So this helps to further connect customers with the businesses that can help them. So it means that a visitor can send one quote off, and they may receive 10 quotes from people who can provide that service. And this can also be useful for any business-to-business quotes that you might want to send out, because as a business user, you can also send out a single request for something that your business needs, and then you can decide who you want to work with based upon the responses that you receive for your own quote request. So what we've displayed is the quote request and then the summary, which we've just got populated with some filler text here. But this might be a special request for a bespoke service that you might be able to provide, but you haven't listed on your business profile. And then you can click on messages and respond to them with your pricing or some questions that will help you to provide your pricing. The next section we have is offers. Now the offers section is quite important because this is where you'll actually create and display some of your deals, special offers, or anything like that. So if I click on offers and in items, you can see that right now we don't have any offers at the moment. However, the system would allow you to put together a minimum of 3 offers up to what could be 20 offers that are available on the premium package. So this might be discounts, for example. You may have a product, and if your customers purchase a certain number of products or a specific group of products, you can actually provide them with a discount code, and the system will present the offer on your business profile page as a discount, and it will show what the discount is, what the percentage is, and its usual purchase price. And if somebody likes what they see and wants to get the deal, then they can purchase that deal through your profile page, just like any other purchase. And just bear in mind that any purchases that any visitors or registered users make through the Bknect Marketplace, we don't take a percentage of that transaction. What we do is we charge businesses on the business marketplace a flat fee, and you guys, the business owners, actually get that money going straight into your bank account, your PayPal account, or whatever payment processor that you've set up to take payments. And we'll be showing you that in a few minutes on this tutorial. So under items, this is where you can create your offers, and your offers could be discounts or it could be coupons. So you can create a coupon and the system will actually email that coupon when somebody purchases it, and that coupon could be for perhaps maybe a beauty treatment, or it could be for access to a course or discounted access to an event that they wanted to attend. So that's how that works. Then after that, you've got orders. And this order section is where you can see if anybody has actually purchased an offer or a deal or a coupon that you might have set up, and it will show you a list of all of those orders. And also, if you're selling any items, the system will also allow you to include your shipping methods for deliveries. So that means if your offer involves something that you've got to send to the customer, then you can click on the button that says add a new shipping method to add that new shipping method. But again, we'll be going over this in much more detail with some of the other business tools that we have in our other tutorials. So you'll remember that earlier we mentioned payment processors. So we can click on payment processors, and the payment processor is where you'd specify how you'd like your customers to actually make their payments to you. Now again, it's important to bear in mind that we're not like a lot of other platforms where they take a percentage of your transactions, like maybe 3% or 5% that somebody makes with your business. We've set the system up so that it's just a flat fee. That means that you control your payments and you get the money directly. So I'm going to take you through just a basic run through of this area because I know a lot of people will be quite eager to see how this works. So if we click on add new payment processor, you can see that it has some basic options in here already. So for instance, let's say you actually wanted to have a PayPal option for your customers so that they can use PayPal to pay for your products or services. You can click on PayPal, and then further down you can add your PayPal email address. And once you click and enable it as live, the system will literally make any payments straight through to your PayPal accounts. So that means no payments actually stop in any of our accounts. It actually goes directly to your accounts, and that way you'll always have control. And if there are any issues, it means your business and your payment processor are the only ones involved in a transaction, which hopefully makes it a lot simpler to sort out if any problems occur, because you're not dealing with any third parties. That means if you're setting up a PayPal payment system option, you might just name it My PayPal. You would have selected the type, which is PayPal here. You can add the timeout, which is how long you want the payment screen to stay live. So if your customers are only halfway through the process of sorting their payment out, then maybe you might want the page to be live for maybe 4 minutes, because maybe they're taking too long to fill out the information, so the system will basically reset for security reasons. So then the other thing that you'd want to set up is which business you want to allocate this payment processor for. So if you have more than one business on the Bknect Marketplace, it means you can have different payment processors for each business, which makes things easier to manage. And then you would assign it to a service. So this could be a payment processor for an appointment-based service, an event booking, or an offer. So that's just the basics of how that works. So then further down, the system will also allow you to have events. So you may be an organization or company or a small business putting on classes or speaking engagements. Or you may be a promoter putting on club nights, concerts or events. And this means any kind of event that you want to put on. It's completely down to you, and you can set that up here. It could be an online event or class that you're carrying out on Zoom or some other communication platform. And what you would do is create the event, sell the tickets, and then you would send them the Zoom link or code they would need to access the event or class. So to set up an event, you would click on items, and this is where you would add your new event. And this is where you would add all of the information that you would need. And once you've completed all of the information, you'd make sure you click on save to complete the setup. And then our team would see your event, and after a brief check to see if it's okay, they would enable it for publishing. But now the really cool part happens on the next tab below, as the system will actually allow you to create a ticket for your event, and all the payments again will go through the same system using the payment processor that you specify going straight to your PayPal account or your chosen payment processor. So that could be Stripe or Authorize or some other payment processor that you can use through the Bknect Marketplace. Under event bookings, this one is quite self-explanatory. If somebody books for an event, they will appear in this area. Again, similar to before, you can select a particular event. So if you have 3 or 4 events and you just want to see bookings for one particular event, then you can click here, and then it will show you all of the bookings for that particular event. And again, you can filter the bookings by the status of each booking using the drop-down menu in the center. And you can also filter the bookings using the payment status option on the right. So you can chase up any issues with regard to payment. So this will also be dependent upon how you've set up your payments. So for instance, if someone may have actually made the booking using a credit card, then sometimes that payment may not have gone through for some reason, or it may be waiting to clear, and that will show here. However, if you're taking a payment by PayPal, then PayPal's payment process is very quick, so the system will tell you immediately that the payment has been made. So it really does come down to the options you've chosen for how you take your payments. So that's the events booking section, and then we come down to the company articles. So once your company is set up, the system will allow you to have some blogs on the system. Now the reason why blogs are important is because it gives you the opportunity to be able to market your business. So for example, let's say you're a printing service. So blogs can give you the opportunity to communicate with visitors about things that aren't directly to do with sales. So you might be able to provide them with information on the options that they have to create flyers or business cards. And by giving them more information and advice, they pay more attention to your business. But while you're helping them with the information, you're actually putting your business in front of them at the same time, which means you're marketing your business. So this helps you to communicate that you're a professional and an expert in your field, which also helps them to increase confidence when doing business with you. We'd recommend doing some research online on blogging and its effectiveness when it comes to marketing your business and helping you to attract new customers. Now, the next section that we've added here is the area which handles all of the orders for the packages for each of your business packages. So what happens here is that when you set up a new business and select either the gold or premium package, what will show up under orders is all of the orders for the Bknect packages that you've purchased, and so that you can see if there's anything that's unpaid. You also have the ability to see invoices here too, which is important if you claim back on your taxes. And it's the area that allows you to track which businesses have which packages. So if you've ordered a new package, you'll be able to see that order here. And you'll also see a button, and that's where you would either click to pay for your order, or as I said earlier, if it's been paid already, you can click the button to view your invoice and it will show you the payment details, and also allow you to print or download the invoice as a PDF document for your records, if that's a requirement. So the next area is statistics, and the statistics is really important as well because it will show you statistics for your business, and that means you can select the view and also the dates of business activity. You can select the business you want to view and also the dates of business activity that you want to see, and then it will show you the date in the view that you can select from one of the drop-down menus. So for instance, you'll be able to see how many people viewed your profile page, or you can see how many people have clicked on your website link on your Bknect business profile to go through to your own website. It will also keep account of how many people have contacted you and also how many people have shared your blogs or your profile page. So this allows you to track your progress and customer behavior. So this is something that we think is really, really important because it gives you the type of data that you'd really need in order to measure your business. And how it would work is whenever you make a change to your business profile or maybe a particular type of offer, you'll be able to see evidence of its effect on your business right here. So for example, if you have an offer on your business profile that people are clicking on to view, but not many people are buying it, you can identify that here. And it would indicate that the offer is attracting attention, but something about that offer needs to be modified in order to encourage them to make a purchase. So this helps you to build a strategy. You can also issue announcements to people who frequent your profile page. And it might be used because you have a new product, or you'd like to point people to your website so they can see your latest deals on your website. Because we do actually have a lot of people who still have their own website and they use Bknect as a payment option and as a management system. And when they want people to go to their website, they'll create an announcement, and through that button on their page, the button might tell them to click for more information, check out new products, or it may be something new that your business is doing. Now the next section is bookmarks. And what this system does is it allows people to save the business profile pages in one easy to access area. So for instance, if you're a customer, there may be several different businesses that you purchase from regularly. Or maybe you want to save the business so that you can come back to it later. Or perhaps you've already tried their service and you really liked it. So rather than search for their business the next time you want to use them, then this option allows you to save those businesses all in one place. But this is also useful for businesses. So if there are several businesses that you work with, sell to, or purchase from regularly, you can bookmark their business so that you can find them quickly and easily, so that you can do business with them again. So we'll go into this in further detail on another tutorial, but on each business profile on the top left, there's a button marked Save that users can click on to bookmark your business. And once they do that, this is where it will show up. And finally, what we have here is the billing details. And these are the billing details with regards to the payments that you make to Bknect for the packages that you're currently using for each of your businesses. So this is just a very simple overview of what the Bknect system does, and what you'll see is there's a lot of features available for you to use. We want the marketplace to be something that you'll find useful and that you can really run your business from. That way you don't have to worry about some of the issues that may come up if you're with another company who provides you with tools to help your business in exchange for taking a percentage of the money that your business makes. And often the money doesn't get sent to you immediately and you have to wait for a week or so, and sometimes they may hold payment due to an issue that might occur due to their terms and conditions. So we don't do any of those things here at Bknect. So that means all payments go straight through to yourself, directly to your business bank account or your payment processor account, such as PayPal or Stripe. So that's just one of the advantages of having your business represented on the Bknect Marketplace. So my name is Garvey Campbell and I've just taken you through an overview of the business dashboard. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and I hope you found it useful and informative, and I look forward to seeing you during our next tutorial on the Bknect Marketplace.